right, should you buy an Epiphone Les Paul? So I just want to be straightforward with you here. So this is a 2016 or 2017 Epiphone Les Paul Traditional Pro 2. And this was one of those stupid deals of the day. I don't know if any of you guys buy anything from Musician's Friend, and I'm not even sure they still do this, but they used to always have a stupid deal of the day, and this was marked at a $500 guitar, and it was listed at $300. And I had been playing guitar for maybe around a year or so, and I saw it at like 8 a.m. while I was at work, and I just kept going back and looking at it. And by like 9 p.m. at night, I was like, screw it, I'm buying it. And it was my first electric guitar. I'm happy I bought it. I don't play it a ton anymore. I'm trying to play it more, but I have 6 guitars here, and it's a juggling act trying to play all your guitars. I don't know how these dudes have like 20 guitars. Like if I had 20 guitars, like 14 of them wouldn't get touched. Like I play my PRS all the time. I play my acoustic guitars all the time. I've been trying to play the Fender Strat a little more. I've been trying to play both Les Pauls that I got here, and it can be difficult. But to just talk about this guitar, it is a nice guitar. So a couple things, I did make some modifications to it. The first thing, it needed a setup. I bought it when I didn't know a ton about guitar, but I did at least have some friends that told me I needed a setup. So I got a setup, and they were right. It played so much better after I got the setup on it. And you know, it's got the gold top, it's got mahogany back and sides, it's got this like, you know, low gloss finish or whatever you call a satin neck on it. Very easy to slide up and down this neck. The wood looks great in it. The wood grain and everything that you can see in it looks great. And you know, it's actually a really nice guitar that if I didn't buy nicer guitars and stuff, I could have just played this one forever. But another thing that I did to modify it was I put new pickups in it, and we'll get into that a little bit in a bit here. But just want to talk about it. One thing with this, I got this thing set up back in like 2017, 2018. It's 2025 now, and I've never had to set it up again. And I've never had to touch the truss rod. I've never had to touch the saddles on this thing. It still is intonated well. It plays great. It's never buzzing or anything. And my other guitars, I live in Massachusetts, they fluctuate a lot. So, you know, with the different changes, the summers are very humid. So that changes, and then the winters are very dry here. So even, you know, I try and humidify them and everything, but there's definitely fluctuation in the climate around here that makes the other ones, my acoustics, my other electrics, that I have to adjust the truss rod, you know, at least once a year, if not twice a year, because I start getting buzzing in the neck because things are just moving around, and this one is just never moving, which is great. It always stays in tune. I don't have locking tuners. It didn't come with those, but I do a little one over and the rest under little thing. If you want to know what that is, you can watch this video right here on how I change my strings. And you know, that pretty much locks them into place, and these things are always in tune. When I pick it up, I'll have it sitting on the wall for 3 months without touching it, and it'll still be in tune. But the quality of this thing is really top notch. So one thing, I mean, there's no fret sprout on any of this stuff. You can't even feel these frets when you're running your hand. Like, it's great. It's really, really well done. It does not have a bone nut. I'm not sure what the actual material is, but it kind of feels like really hard plastic. Like, it's quality. It's a quality nut. It's quality. It's just definitely not bone. The pickups I put into it are Iron Gear Blues engine pickups. So I said I bought this thing for $300. I couldn't bring myself to spend like $200 or more on pickups. I probably could have if I didn't find this option. But I found out about this company, Iron Gear. They're out of the UK. I'll link their website below. They have sound samples and everything. They're like fully word of mouth, just like, you know, people talk about them, and that's how you hear about them. And because they're word of mouth, they don't have all these overhead costs like everybody else and everything. You can't get them through Sweetwater or Guitar Center or anything like that. You have to buy them through their website. But I think I paid maybe $100 for the 2 pickups. And I have the old pickups right here, but they're called Iron Gear Blues Engine, and they come in this package. Pretty cool blues engine. I stuck the old pickups from the Epiphone into here, so let's say Epiphone on them. And the reason I changed out the pickups is because I went and bought, you know, I'd heard about people changing pickups and stuff, but I didn't really know much about it at the time. And when I first started playing guitar, I honestly could have cared less. Here's the other pickup, looks the exact same. I had those zebra pickups in there, which I didn't love the look of either. I like the look of the covered pickups on a nice Les Paul, but that's personal preference. But yeah, so when I was, you know, getting started out, I'd play this thing and it was fine, totally fine when I was starting out. Made no difference that the pickups weren't as good as they could be. But then I have a little Fender Champ 20 amp that I was playing out of. So if you ever played out of one of those solid state amps, they're actually kind of nice for what they are, but they're not great. So I bought this Marshall DSL 15C, and when I was in the store, instead of playing like a Les Paul out of it like I should have, I played a PRS out of it that was a really nice PRS. And because I figured down the line I might want a PRS. One goal achieved, getting the PRS. But the long story short, I played the PRS out of it, and the amp sounded immaculate to me compared to my little Fender Champ. And then before buying the amp, I went home and I grabbed my Epiphone Les Paul, brought it in with those zebra pickups in it, and it still sounded good, sounded better than my Fender Champ, but it sounded a bit muddy. That's being generous. It sounded really muddy. And I figured after that, I played a little while and I wanted to upgrade the pickup. So I did a little research and I found out about these guys. And those pickups, I think they sound pretty good. They're clear, they're crisp, they're, got the nice warm Les Paul tone. And I enjoy them, and I only spent like somewhere around $100. Everything on their websites, since it's out of the UK, is like in pounds, but you convert it and you get charged the right amount, and it takes a little bit to get it shipped over to the US. But if that's something you're into, not spending $200 on a $300 guitar to upgrade it, then that's something for you. But yeah, we'll do a little more sound samples. To get to the point, I would definitely recommend buying an Epiphone Les Paul. I'm very surprised with just the quality of this thing, how it feels, the weight on it. It's like a little over 8 pounds or so. It's not too bad. The Mexican Stratocaster I have here is also a little over 8 pounds. This Les Paul over here, this is a Les Paul Deluxe, so it has the mini humbuckers in it. This thing is well over 9 pounds. It's very heavy. And one thing that drives me nuts about this guitar is that it doesn't balance. Like, you have to have a strap on because it just wants to fall off your lap because it's so heavy. But anyways, off my soapbox, this thing does balance. It wants to, just doesn't want to fall off. If you really lean it, it will, but it's going slow. It's going slow. So yeah, if we just want to, check this stuff out, you got just your neck pickup. Neck pickup's got that nice warmth to it. Nice full sound. If you're going to play the rhythm tone on here, why did I say rhythm tone? The middle position. It's because I'm looking at this and it literally says rhythm or treble. So I literally said rhythm. It's getting late. And then the treble has got that nice, kind of cut through the mix sound, really punchy. And then if you just want to throw on a little overdrive, this is a Morning Glory pedal, which kind of keeps it's transparent, if that means anything to you. It kind of keeps the sound of the amp. So it's just a high quality guitar. It's made really well, and with a few upgrades to it, you know, I wouldn't even call a setup an upgrade, but if you get a setup with it and potentially change the pickups down the line if you feel like it, then you could have a really nice guitar. I mean, honestly, I could just have this guitar and just play this guitar and be happy. But, you know, we're guitar players. We always want more. Simple as that. And then, you know, this is a $300 guitar. That's a $2,000 PRS. That thing feels and plays great. And this actually feels and plays great too. But I just, you know, that's my number one. And this is certainly in contention to be number two. So I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.